In the age dominated by kings and conquerors, one African queen stood defiant against the entire empire. She confronted the relentless Portuguese slave traders with unmatched courage, brilliant strategy, and the spirit of resistance that would echo through centuries. Her name was Queen Nzinga of Ndongo and Matamba, and her story is one of Africa's most powerful tales of defiance. Back in the 1500s, the kingdom of Ndongo, located in what we now call Angola, was a prosperous and thriving nation, but a shadow was looming on the horizon. The Portuguese had arrived, driven by an insatiable hunger for land, for power, and most tragically for human lives to fuel the horrific transatlantic slave trade. They were determined to seize control of Ndongo, and it was into this brewing storm of conflict and violence that Nzinga was born, a princess destined to become one of history's most formidable warrior queens. From a young age, it was clear Nzinga was extraordinary. She was sharp, intelligent, and rigorously trained in both the delicate arts of diplomacy and the brutal realities of warfare. This unique combination of skills would define her reign. In 1622, a pivotal movement showcased her unyielding spirit. She was sent to represent her brother, the king, in tense peace negotiations with the Portuguese. In a calculated act of disrespect, the Portuguese governor, João Correia de Soa, offered her no chair, forcing her to stand while he sat in an unarched seat. The intention was to humiliate her, to make her feel inferior. Without missing a beat, she calmly motioned to one of her attendants, who immediately knelt on all fours, creating a human throne for her, and she sat gracefully on his back. She met the governor's gaze, action speaking louder than any words. The message was crystal clear: Nzinga of Ndongo bows to no one. A few years later, following her brother's death, Nzinga ascended to the throne. She wasn't just a queen who ruled from the palace. She was a fighter who led for the front line. For decades, Queen Nzinga waged a relentless war against the Portuguese invaders. She proved to be military genius, forging strategic alliances with neighboring kingdoms and even with the Dutch, the rivals of the Portuguese. She masterfully led her armies into battle, often dressing as a male warrior to inspire her troops. When direct confrontation wasn't working, she adopted pioneering guerrilla warfare tactics that baffled the larger, more conventional Portuguese forces. She led her people on a great exodus, relocating them to the kingdom of Matamba to escape capture and rebuild their strength, ensuring their survival and continuing the fight. Her brilliance wasn't confined to the battlefield.